doing a full service today on a Peugeot 308. So we're going to be changing the pollen filter, the air filter, oil filter, oil, spark plugs, and everyone keeps asking in the Insignia video if you should replace the sump nut. So in this video I'm just going to replace the sump nut. New crush washer and a new sump nut. This was £1, so for the cost of buying it you may as well just change it. Yeah, I'll go out there now and get on with it. It's a size 8 Allen key. Goes in there. I'll let this nut drop into the tub because I don't need it. Leave it to drain now. Go and change the spark plugs now. We'll be doing the spark plug next. Well, spark plugs, not one, all of them. Something I'm going to tell you about. If you look at the shape of the head on there, I think a lot of new spark plugs are like this these days. Problem you've got in the 308, a normal socket like this won't fit. It won't actually go down inside where the spark plug sits. So what you need to buy yourself is one of these. It matches the thread on the plug and it's like really long and thin. It'll drop straight down inside the cylinder, well not the cylinder but the top of the head where the spark plug sits. It's just a really tight space. Do it all. There's 2 bolts that come out of there, 2 8mm bolts, and then at the front here there's clips which clip into these. There's 4 of them at the front. Just use a flathead screwdriver to undo those. That's where your 4 spark plugs sit. Lift this tab carefully, then it'll push the connection out. Then give it a good pull and a wiggle. Not on this bit though. Hold the actual coil pack part there. And your spark plugs way down there. So I'll get these changed now and then move on to the next job. Well, that's all the new plugs in. As you can see, these are quite in crappy condition. I don't think they've been changed for a while. I didn't actually video changing the plugs because it's really simple. It does seem pointless videoing it. If you get one of these tools, well, you can use a 15mm socket with an extension bar. Plug socket won't actually fit down there. It kicks out too much. This is a lot thinner if you look. But this has got a magnet in it, which I can get it into the plug. I'll show you now. It holds the plug, so when you're dropping it back in, it don't fall out. So yeah, if you own one of these cars and you're doing plugs, buy one of these. It just makes life a lot easier. I can't tell you what to order. Hang on, 8mm CRV that says on there. But yeah, that makes the job a lot easier. So that's it, spark plugs are done. Take the plug out, put a plug back in, put that back in. That pushes into there. And that's that done. That's how you do it. Okay, on to the next job. I reckon it'll be the air filter still and the oil filter still. So we'll get on with that now. For the air filter, you've got a 10mm bolt there, and then you've got T25 Torx. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I've loosened everything already, so this should pop out. Don't want to drop any bolts anywhere. I think these don't fall out. Yeah, them stuck in there, so you ain't got to worry about that. They're not going to go anywhere. And there's your air filter. When you pull this out, just watch there's not a lot of crap on it, because if there is, it's just going to fall back into it. To be honest, this isn't that bad, to be fair. But I've got a new one, so I put it in anyway. It's not that dirty. The new one's here. There's a difference. Right there. so it's a bit dirty, but it's nothing major. Well, I'll get this new one in and screw it all back together. So basically, there's no clips or anything, it just pushes in. So there's no point me really videoing it. But yeah, you just get the new filter in. Make sure the rubber bits are all where they're meant to be. And that's it then. Push it back on and tighten it up. Don't over tighten these, because they'll strip. They'll strip really easy. When I took them out, there was only pretty much hand tight. I never had to use a ratchet. So just be careful when you put them back in. Right, the pollen filter location. If you look in the engine bay, you've got 4 clips, plastic clips. One there, there, there and there. Pull the clips out. You might want to get new ones maybe, because these are a bit flimsy. But pull this cover out. And in the back of there, you've got that little plastic cover. Your pollen filter's behind there. So we'll get into that now and pull it out. Your pollen filters in there. This will be directional. Arrows are pointing upwards. So just make sure you put it back in the right way. That's all. On this, it's a bit stiff, but you've just got little clips on it. So you just give it a good pull with a handle and it'll pop out. Let's get the new one in. And that's the new one installed. I'll just put this plastic cover back on. And that's it then. Job done. Plastic cover's on. Just put this piece back in now. Put the plastic clips back in. And that'll be it. Job finished. That's quite an easy one, to be honest. I'll get this back in now, and that's the pollen filter done. That's the pollen filter done. It's all back in. Right, there are filter housing. It's a 27mm socket. If you pull this pipe over, if you can see down there, it's a bit dark. If you pull that pipe over, you can get to the end of it to get a ratchet in. I've dropped a rag down there to catch any oil that might spill. These are pretty loose, so that's it. You just undo it then, which that's now done. So I'll pull it out, fit a new O-ring and fit the new filter. I'll show you on the video now. That's the oil filter out. As you can see, there's a few drips of oil, so just get a rag down there, just try and keep the engine clean. And then this is the housing. This one's gunked up pretty bad around the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like it's full of some sort of sludgy stuff. I'm guessing it's not been done for a while. But yeah, we'll get the new one in now. New O-ring. Drop that in there. The O-ring is there next to my thumb. I'll show you how to get it off now, an easier way. What you want to get, pick tool like this, and what you do is just put it under it. It is difficult with one hand. Get it under it like that, then you can pop it off. I'll do that now. And when you put the new O-ring on, which is there, just put a bit of oil on it. A bit of the dirty oil or a bit of clean oil, it's up to you. Just to stop it pinching when you put it back in. That's it done. Put the new O-ring on and the new filter in. So I'll just get it reinstalled into the car now and then torque this up to 25 Newton meters. It might say it on it. Yeah, it does. It says on the filter there 25 Newton meters. So I'll get it torqued back up to that. And that's it. Put the oil back in. That's the filter back in. I've torqued it up. What I'll do now is have to have a quick wipe around to tidy things up a bit. And that's it. Oil's finished draining now, so I'm going to put the new sump plug back in. On my Insignia oil, on the Insignia service video, people's asking, do I need a new this, like a new sump plug? So, just for argument's sake, get one and put one in. This cost me like £1.09. So for the cost of it, you may as well. What I'm going to do with that is torque it up to 25 Newton meters, so I'll just leave it where it is for now. And that's that. Get it torqued up to 25, and then go back up top and do more.